So, what should we look forward to tonight? What track are you currently playing out most at the moment? You know, what are you really enjoying at the moment?
At the moment, I have to say it's probably a track by Recon and Demands, and it's called what's it called? Like a Rainbow, I think, or Light a Rainbow. Don't know, but it is seriously going to be a massive track. I've had it for quite a while on a bit of an exclusive. Me and Recon sort of slipped me an earlier mix of it, so I've been caning that, and then he's recently redone it, and a few of the other boys have got it. But it's so good. It's very Shooting Star-esque, but it's not, if that makes sense. It's just one of them tunes that just catches you, and I think, you know, hardcore, you know, you don't get many anthems nowadays in hardcore, and I think this could be an out-and-out anthem. I think it could be a come run in, you know, a save me type track that is just going to blow up.
Other than hardcore, Hixxy, what's your favourite type of music, would you say?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say I've got any other styles that I'm actually favourite to. I just like a bit of everything. Probably dance-wise, probably what I listen to more is probably drum and bass. If anything, that's probably what goes on more. My girlfriend loves it as well, so that's probably why it's on more as well, because she enjoys it. I've always enjoyed it. So that, but yeah, anything goes really. I do like a bit of everything, even a bit of Girls Aloud sometimes.
If we turned on your iPod right now, what are we going to hit?
Oh, at the moment, what is on there at the moment? There's loads on there. Oh, at the moment, if you actually turned it on now, I've been listening to some of the old Jackson 5 stuff on the old Motown stuff, because they've just re-released it, and I just thought, oh, sod it, I'll get it. And it is actually good just to listen to. So that's what's on there playing at the moment. That's as I turned it off last. But yeah, there's everything on there really. So a bit random.
We're told to expect some pretty wild things at SeOne. Everyone tells us it's, you know, a great night. They always host a good event. What is the craziest thing you think has ever happened to you when you've been playing?
Don't know. It's hard to say really. Mad stuff happens all the time where you sort of look and just think, fucking hell, has that just happened? But I don't know. I ain't got no real mad things. Probably the stupidest things I've ever done. I've stopped the wrong records once. I've actually lifted the needle off the record that was playing, then it done my head in, because as I was doing it, I was thinking, check what record it is, and I just thought, no, that's the one I've just played, pulled it off, and of course it does just go dead, and it's not like, it's the hardest thing to describe, and well, if people are in a club and it's happened, you know, because it just, all of a sudden you're away, and your whole environment just changes in a split second. And then I've done it with the CD players more than anything, because obviously they're different. You can't see what's spinning on them, and you press the wrong button and it stops. I've done that about 3 times. And a long time ago, I turned up at a club without my records or CDs in the car. And I opened my boot and I drove away and pretended I didn't go to the club, because I couldn't go in there and say, right, I'm here, but I've got no records and I've got no CDs. Well, at the time, CDs were like, you know, it wasn't really off of CDs, it was off of vinyl. And at the club, I'm not going to say where it was, but it was miles away. It was a good 4-hour drive for me. So I was fuming. There was no other DJs on the bill that I knew of that I could ring up and just say, oh, I'm going to blag it and try and borrow some of your tunes. It was sort of a club in the middle of nowhere where the other DJs I didn't know well enough to ring and say, can I borrow some of your tunes? And I felt that embarrassed and that angry that I shut my boot, got in my car, and drove 4 hours all the way back home. But that was quite a while ago, so I wouldn't say crazy, I'd say fucking stupid. But that's what best thing I can say.
Like I said, SeOne, 22nd of August, Cybrationz, where you'll be performing the only live PA of the year. What have you got planned in the world of Hixxy up and coming? What's going on in your world after Cybrationz, maybe moving forward?
In the future, you know, I'm actually going in the studio a lot more now than I have been. I've been tied up with a lot of other stuff, which, you know, it's took me away from the thing I really love, which is writing and being in the studio producing. So hopefully loads more Hixxy bits coming. We've got loads of new signings on the label now. who I think, you know, they're all, some of the stuff they're doing it is seriously good. For the time that they've sort of been working on it, you listen to it, they send me it, and it amazes me. Well, it actually makes me fucking mad because they're so bloody talented, some of them. It makes me get in the studio and think, shit, how the fuck have they done that? And what takes me a day, these little fuckers do it in about 5 minutes. One's called Technical, who, you know, I'm gonna, well, all of them I'm gonna put up there for, you know, big future names. Technical, I think he's gonna smash it. Stylus and Audio Junkie, another two, they're gonna absolutely smash it. Al Storm has been around on the circuit for a long time, and now he's smashing it because his tunes are great. And then we got two MCs on board as well now on working with them, with Enemy and Static, who again, you know, just great. They've just broken through. They proved that they, you know, they've got that something that it has got people paying attention to them. In the last sort of year, especially, people have really took notice of them. So really, that, you know, that's going to happen. Hopefully, you know, we're going to get beyond them a lot and just try and push them forward into you know, into our little world of hardcore, where they're going to be on the HCRDs, the Raver Babies, and the Uproars. They're going to, most of them are on bits and bobs already, but we're really going to try and focus our attention on the fact that there's a lot of people in hardcore that sometimes, it's not that they get stopped, but they might not get that platform to go on to show people what they can do. So we're going to try and do that with people that we do think can go up there and smash it, and these boys can. You know, it's actually gutting in a way, because you look at them and I think where I've come through it for so many bloody years, you know, I can remember the time when you time stretch something to get a vocal in time, you'd do it on your sampler and you'd have to leave and go out and do something for about 3 hours to let it process it, whereas now it's done in a split second on screen. And it's the same with all these little bits that you hear, you know, in tunes now. People do them, and mate, it scares me because it takes me so long to bloody do it. But it's good in a way because it motivates all of us to, you know, it kicks all the sort of boys that have been around for a long time. It kicks everyone up the bum, and it keeps everyone up to date with, you know, new processes, new sounds. And it is apparent if you listen to the, you know, like Darren Styles bits, Recon's bits, you know, like producers that are about on the scene more, you can hear the little fiddly bits going on where they're doing it as well now, and it is, I think, at the moment the production level on hardcore is through the roof.
Listen, thanks for coming, Hixxy. It's great to meet you. We're all looking forward to it. 22nd of August, SeOne, London. Get your tickets now. Don't be late, because I know they're selling out very quickly.